What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning into the Midwest Slamcast. Today's guests are Travis and Chris of Still Stare. These guys are really awesome. They just released a new EP called All Heart a couple months back, and it's just a phenomenal EP. I highly recommend you check it out. We talked about their upbringing a little bit, and we talked about how they got into music and a bunch of other fun things. So yeah. Without further ado, here is Chris and Travis of Still Stare. Midwest Slamcast is produced out of Brecht Productions, my recording studio out in Waukesha, Wisconsin. If you're an artist out here looking to get your next single, next EP, next vocal cover, playthrough video, anything like that, let's work together. I'm trying to get my name out there more and get to the point where I can do this for a living. So hit me up, brechtproductions@gmail.com. Let's make something sick together.
What's good?
What's up?
What's up?
How we feeling?
Feeling good. How you guys feeling today?
Feeling pretty good,
Bro.
Pretty good. It's been a killer
We
last
lit.
weekend. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
lit.
that was honestly the craziest show I've ever played in my life.
I'm
Yeah,
so
man.
happy.
It was way too much the entire time. Like, there was like because all 300 people there like showed up for doors. Like all 300 people basically were there for doors. That was a lot. It was really damp in there.
Yeah.
Like, do you
Oh
remember?
my God.
That was really gross, dude.
Yeah, when we would go
It got
from-
sweaty.
When we would go up from the green room, it'd be cool, and then we come downstairs and it's just like just warm,
Yep.
like right away. So many bodies,
I
but it
don't
was a
think-
great time.
I don't think I've ever been at a sold out show for the most part at X-Ray. I think there's maybe like one other one, but like I don't remember X-Ray getting that damp in the winter because it's like very cold outside. It's
Yeah.
Wisconsin, so like it shouldn't be. And then like we would open like the door to the side, and it would be like it's like
Instantly
air
humid.
conditioner just like taking all of it out, and then they would close it. It sucked, but I
Yeah.
loved it, man. I'm so glad you guys had that for your
Yeah,
first-
100%. Like, dude, great
Yeah.
job on your first show.
Thanks,
Like, you
dude.
guys did an awesome job.
Thanks,
Zeal, check them out.
How'd you guys feel performance wise about it?
Every show is a learning experience, and you know I've played plenty shows, but this one, that- it's just new to me playing guitar and,
Yeah,
and with
yeah.
everything with like the whole like click system. Like I've played like guitar with
Dude,
kind of like
I forgot that you
what?
didn't drum.
oh yeah
Oh man. That
Yeah.
Oh no, dude, I would hate that.
But I was basically I guess I didn't communicate well enough with the sound guy or something, but he didn't give me any I didn't hear any of our samples in the beginning of our set,
Okay.
which was kind of a bummer because I use those for cues, and it's like basically I like kind of fucked up that part in the beginning there,
Yeah.
and then like it was because I didn't hear we have like this banging trap beat that
Mhm.
plays during our intro, and it just didn't hit, and I was like, oh
I have no
fuck,
clue
what
where
is
to go.
going
Yeah,
on
you-
here?
You just gotta guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, I feel like we played pretty good after that. I feel like we
Yes.
got it together and found our groove and shit.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
100%. Like, it was really so cool to see you guys do this. Like, just from watching you guys just go when you dropped that first video, it got hype. You know what I mean? And it was
Yeah,
great.
dude.
It was really
It
great.
was a blast.
Great
It was a
timing
blast.
too. Very
Yeah.
good timing.
I definitely appreciate you guys so much for putting us on there, and giving us that opportunity, and
100%.
that's just
we
that
appreciate
was-
you guys for taking it.
Yeah.
Just
and
to-
we're stoked for you with getting more shows now, too. Like, you're playing in Madison
yeah,
soon.
you guys
Yeah.
just announced one, didn't you?
Yep, there's another one at X-Ray next
Yeah.
month with Vacant Voice, Soul Shade,
Yeah.
Hansen, and Heirs of Humanity.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's gonna
Ayers
be
is
sick.
headlining.
Mhm.
Shout out to Heirs of Humanity.
Dude,
Y'all
they've been
are
killing it.
going,
Those
dude.
boys.
I actually
Foot on the gas.
love those boys.
I actually have Tyler coming on the podcast on Saturday.
My guy. Let's
It's
go.
gonna be a
Oh,
fun one.
that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy, man. Well, keep going, keep doing
Yeah.
it, man. That was a lot of fun. And you guys should literally follow that same blueprint by like sometime like end of next year. Look to put that headline show together. If you guys feel like you guys did it and are worth it, do it.
Yeah.
That's exactly
100%.
what Airs just did.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to think that Sayer had help in like pushing people to feel like they can do that, or like feeling
Dude.
like projects can do that.
100%. Honestly.
And I really hope it is like that, because like that's like tangible. Like we look around and we see that, like when Airs played at the rave
With Carnifex.
with
Yeah.
Carnifex, and in that like that was what, a month after we played there with like Orbit Culture or
Yeah.
so? Yeah.
Yeah.
Very small amounts of time, but like massive jumps in like, I guess like the gravity of it, you know?
Yeah.
Proud of you guys, man.
Dude, honestly, I'm proud of you guys too. The new record you guys came out with is just, it's like insane from
Thank
start
you.
to
Thank
finish.
you very much.
Thank you, man.
Monochrome is my favorite song on
The
it.
one took you
I
out.
sing
Yeah.
that motherfucker all the time, dude. I'm always like in the shower fucking
Luke, that's so awesome.
Belting
Luke
it
went
out.
crazy with that.
Yeah,
and-
he
and-
did.
Oh man, just to kind of touch back on Saturday at the EP release show, just the first time I heard a huge group of people sing that "If I Could Just Break Through" part with Luke.
Yeah. It like
Mhm.
soloed. It almost like
Yeah.
it sounded like you soloed Luke and the crowd in a DAW.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's all we could hear.
That's
Yeah.
like, even with our in-ears
In-ears
and
and
our
everything, it was
clicks
so
and
fucking
everything going
cool.
through our ears, still being able to hear clearly.
Mhm.
Just,
I was in there.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
I was in
Thank
there
you.
for sure.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, man. No, that one's probably one of my favorites on the record. Honestly, it's one of the most fun ones for me to play, and also
Yep.
the song itself is just beautiful. Like I love playing that song, and I love that we open with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
That was a good choice.
Opening the record with it too, and that's something that I really like, is that we do it live as well. Especially for new listeners who haven't even heard Ever End before.
Mhm.
Immediately, that's the first song you hear on the EP. That's the first song you hear live, and I think
Mhm.
it just sets a vibe so well.
Mhm.
And
Very
when it,
purposeful.
yeah,
Very
100%,
purposeful.
and it shows the melodic side of us
Mhm.
immediately. Our
Then
groove patterns,
Ass beater.
and
So,
then
like-
the chorus comes in, and it's just you know, and then we just come in with this nasty riff, and I'm just like, dude, you know, it's one of my favorite ones, because it's just like some of our other songs. It's just a roller coaster of emotions.
Mhm.
and
throughout
they're
the
like
song.
made that way for
On
like
purpose.
us on purpose, but then like what we did differently with All Heart, opposed to Everett, and we'll get into like how the Everett process like went, or like the lack of process went, but with All Heart, we wrote the songs with the idea of a crowd being there. Like when Everend was being put together, like we wanted there to be a crowd there, but it was like your first effort. You're not writing with the idea that you're gonna have like sold out rooms in mind.
Yeah.
But you do in the back of your heads, you put your best forward. But when you have the context of everything now, like the way you write and how we all collectively like shaped the songs made it so like not only does it just feel good playing the songs from like a like an instrumentalist perspective, they're very fun, but it's fun to play to crowds because like it's anticipative. Like you can tell, even if they have no clue, if they've never heard the song, they can kind of pick out what's gonna happen, where it's gonna go, but then they also can't.
Mhm.
So it's like very gripping, it takes them out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It feels fun.
And the real cool thing about All Heart was that it was collectively all of us writing it. And a lot of this, like, and we did that on Everend as well, but it was more of a again, that was like our first effort. That's like, here we are. You know what I mean? This is us as a full band, no longer as an instrumental band. And this is what we're trying to do now. I feel that we had taken songs that Chris had written, and we were like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna put my bass part to it. Marcus is gonna put his drums on it, and then Luke is just gonna try and put vocals over this, right? That was the plan. And that's kind of what we did on Everend. We had some parts where we were able to put in our stuff before it went off for production. But some of the other stuff we kind of just went along with. You know what I mean?
And there wasn't a lot of, because like at that point, even though there was no one or nothing telling us that we had to release something, there was, and it's like we were telling ourselves that because we knew like we had a great amount of like attention at the time and we needed to capitalize on it. But yeah, it ended up going exactly like that, where like the Everend process was just like the first 3 steps of the All Heart process. Like the All Heart, if you put it into like 10 steps, like that's how little of the whole process that we wanted to have got obtained for Everend. Everend was literally just like, all right, dude, we gotta stop fucking around, man. We gotta get some stuff out. What you like this one? You like this one? You like that one? I like this one. All right, we have 5. All right, like, you want to do some stuff? Yep. All right.
And then the one thing that got to start like our first creative process between Chris and I was gliding.
Ooh.
That was the first that was the
Ooh.
first time that we wrote something together. And
And which is why it was like the standout track for a lot of people, but then why we also chose it as like the standout track.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the story? Or like how?
so yeah,
This
yeah,
is
we
so
can.
sick.
So we were I was playing this game called Sable. It was a free game on Game Pass, right? And I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool. Like it kind of had like a DBZ animation to it, right? And I was like, oh, this looks super cool. And I was like, I want to play this thing. And I go through this tutorial, and then at some point this song comes on by Tokyo Breakfast.
Japanese breakfast.
Oh, Japanese Breakfast.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
And
Japanese breakfast.
Japanese Breakfast. I looked it up after I
so
heard this
fired.
song because I was just like, this song is incredible.
You were high as fuck too.
I was.
You were
but
high as
like I
fuck.
was just like,
what is Japanese breakfast? If you
they're
don't
like an
mind me
indie
asking?
band.
Dude, please let me be the person that gets to do this once on your podcast. I'll be really good about it.
I really got to get like OBS set up.
Yeah, just
so
I was
I
gonna say
could
eventually just get
fucking-
like a little aux set up. But I
But-
promise I've watched enough podcasts to know exactly how to do this. So
Okay.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, go for it.
It's
By all means.
it's I don't know what the genre would necessarily be, but it is like I don't know, dude, it's just a vibe. That's all
Yeah,
I can think
it
of.
really
It's
is. And that's why I felt like this was some sort of inspiration
Mhm.
for what we wanted to do. There it is.
Oh, I wonder if I can actually kind of like get it up on the. Yeah, how close I
Yeah.
can get it to the screen itself. Oh, it does. Oh, that shows very well. Okay, let me get the glare out of here.
Well,
Nope, that's not gonna
you
work.
lost
Fuck.
it.
Here, dude, look at it, man. No,
No.
but
Nope.
it's. Ooh, can I do that? Can I do that? So
See, like that's kind of where that.
Yeah, I hear
Yep. So his high ass
it.
calls me. I'm also high. This is why the song got made. Like literally, like the next hour.
Yeah.
I think I was like dashing or something at the time, and he called me, and he was like, or I think you sent like a message to me.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
literally
voice
sent you a
message.
message with the YouTube
Yeah.
link to the song, and I said, "Can we please do something with this?"
Yeah, dude. And
And you just like
it was the right time for it.
immediately was just like abso-fucking-lutely. And like first try of like the first 30 seconds of the song was done in like a day.
Yeah. And they were like it's funny because we were working on others, like I think a different song or other. We were working on other songs at the time, and like Travis and I were just secretly, like not secretly, but like just working covertly on this song, like this idea of like it being like. I think at the time we were like, oh, we would love to do like a cover of like
Right.
this song,
And then he threw something crazy like, here, let me make a riff that goes along to this in a different pattern that is in this scale. So that's the verse one. Like he just like threw that at me, and I was just like, whoa. And I was like, and then I was like thinking how I'm gonna literally, and I was thinking like how I'm gonna play along to this riff, because the song is very bass heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I play everything, like I match the note to almost everything that he plays. You know what I mean? Only on that, not all the time. Okay. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Well, thanks for doing this, guys.
Yeah. No.
All day.
I actually, can you guys like do like a quick like intro of yourselves?
Yeah.
Like, just...
Sure.
Hell yeah. Are we doing like the actual intro? Like where where we from and shit like that? Born and raised?
Well,
was it
honestly,
musician
yeah.
shit? Oh yeah, you
Do
first,
like a
man.
little bit of your backstory.
Don't let me talk my shit, bro.
Full name and backstory.
All right, Travis, you go
yeah,
first.
that's okay.
I literally have a piece of paper that says I'm him. We him. So get your shit off real quick. I got
All
you.
right. I'm Travis. I've lived in Waukesha my whole life. There it is. You know what I mean? Like nothing crazy about that. Here's my backstory. You've been to like 4 different states. Lived in Waukesha my whole life. Here we are. I went out to Pewaukee once for like 2 years. Back to Waukesha. Here we are. But other than that, you know,
dread.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Nah, man,
backstory.
talk your shit,
What
bro.
are you
What
talking-
you used to do, bro? What bands you used to play in, bro?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No. So like I started playing music when I was 8. I was in orchestra, and I started as violin. And then when I was 10, I had my first guitar lesson. And then at 13, I told my parents that I was switching to playing the contrabass in orchestra instead of violin after they just bought me a violin. Sorry, Tammy.
Ouch.
Sorry, Dan. But then I had my first band was called Modified. It was
I have not heard. Oh, I get to learn about Travis today too. Okay, dude.
it was called Modified. I played covers, and we had a couple shows. It's pretty cool. And then went on to Ignatus, which was very cool. It was my first like metalcore band that I was ever in. It really got me into the scene more at that time. So I was about 16, 17 when that happened.
What year is that? Like 16?
06, 07.
06, 07.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was like dumb still, dude. I was like,
That was the first time I heard 94 Hours by As I Lay Dying. And that was where I was like, okay, I like metalcore.
you got to be outside for that moment, dude. I'm fucking jealous,
Yeah,
man.
it was crazy, man. I'm old.
16
so-
dude, shut up, man.
But yeah, I did Ignatus, and then after that, I was in a band called Bone Shaker for 2 months.
Dude, you would shake bones,
Bone
dude.
shaker, huh?
Yeah, that one's for you, Snover, if you're gonna listen. All right. Bone Shaker
I like
was
that.
was like a 80s metal cover band that had like a few. I was 20 at this time too, with a whole bunch of like 45-year-olds and stuff.
Oh, dude, none of this makes sense.
No, dude,
None of
it
this-
made sense. You want to know why?
Oh, it makes sense. Why?
Because I was a huge Whitechapel mark at the time.
Okay.
And they got offered to open up at the bar at the rave for Trivium and Whitechapel.
Oh,
And that
shit.
meant I got to go in for free. And I was broke. So I wasn't going to buy a ticket.
That's bad.
They told me they were about to play this show. I'm really sorry, Bone Shaker. But I played the show so I could go backstage and hang out with Phil Bozeman for like a minute. Just say like, what's up, dude? I'm Travis. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like that kind of thing. I was like,
Yo, what's up, Phil Bozeman? I'm Travis.
What's up, Phil Bozeman? What's up, Phil Bozeman? You know?
Hey, yo, Phil.
Yeah, what's up? So like that's
Everything that you've
basically
done.
what happened. And then I helped them load out, and then I watched the rest of the show. And then I never went to another band practice again. I was kind of a
shook bones, dude.
it is what it is. Bone
Yeah,
shaker,
dude,
brother.
Shake out of there, dude.
And then after that is when I met up with Luke and Marcus for the first time for Heresy.
Shout
It was
out.
2009. Yeah.
Did you know them at all prior to that, or?
Well, Fernando and I were in high school together.
I know of Fernando. I don't
Yeah.
know him.
Yeah, no.
personally.
So he and I played guitar, like just hanging out, played guitar for a while. He was in Ignatus for a little while, and then he basically started working on Heresy after that with Luke and Marcus. And because Marcus and Fernando had met at like the skate park show, they became friends, started jamming. And then Luke joined, and then they originally wanted me to play bass, but I said I wanted to play guitar.
Who found it? So like who like was it Luke
Marcus.
and Marcus did? That fucking
Basically, yeah,
visionary,
Marcus.
beautiful ass man.
Yeah, and here we are.
I love that man.
Love you, Narky.
That man be doing it. He'd be
Mhm.
like, just I have an idea, and it'd be like the best thing ever for no reason.
Oh my god, he's smart. But then after Heresy, I had my kids, so I had taken a break from music for a couple years. I got to have the honor of playing for the Crowd Mara reunion show at Hometown Throwdown, I think in 2014, 15. I don't remember. But it was really an awesome time to be able to fill in with them.
Mhm.
And then I had joined up with Bad Lads for a little while.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yep, I was in Bad Lads.
Yeah, because I was good buddies with Vinny at the time.
Yeah.
'Cause I used to work with him at Area Rental.
Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, no. But I basically filled in for Vinny.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So after Vinny left, that's when I came in. I filled in for guitar then after that. And I think we were together for about a year or so.
And I'm sorry to cut you off. What year? Like what?
I think it was like
13. Are we like?
19.
Oh, this is 9. This is.
Well,
so
remember,
this is
I took a break from after the kids were
That's
born.
right. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah. See, that's what messes me up because I moved up here in 2016. So
Yeah.
I always have to ask him when he talks about this stuff, like what the timeline was. Because like some of this stuff goes back like 12 years, some of it's like 3 years ago, and it's like
Yep.
all just as like significant. You know, it's all just as important.
And
in
then
the journey.
and then in 2019, I was doing Modern Lobotomy for a little while, which was really cool. It was kind of like a slam deathcore band. I really enjoyed it because there was a lot of just chuck, 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 chuck. You know what I mean? And honestly, on that, Ibanez is what I was using for that band. So very cool, very cool. But yeah, COVID happened, and you know that's why that had stopped. But
Really?
I was, yeah,
Dang, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
COVID fucked up a lot, man.
it did. But
Yeah.
I mean, we released a single, or there was an EP out, and then with me in the band writing, with Mike, we released a single. It was a cool single. Really enjoyed it, but
That's-
what it is now.
And that's always something you guys could come back to, you know, especially like once like, I mean, it's easier to say that when everything kind of goes right in the future, but like, that's something you can always like revisit, you know, and be like, yo,
Oh, yeah.
like shit's, you know, kind of going all right on the home front. You're like, I want to go let's see what Lobotomy's got, you know, got in the tuck.
Oh yeah.
Because you've been like,
So-
go ahead.
Sounds like it's something you were really into.
Yeah, I really did enjoy it because it was I don't know, I was really inspired by Spite at the time too, and they were doing some of that slammy stuff and Traders, and I was
That
able to kind of
genre's
put that in there.
took like I would say like I mean you were like on the deathcore hardcore stuff when I met you, but
Yeah.
like I would say for the most part like it's been like most of like your like playlist other than like which is crazy because your playlist is like super deep, but like
It's
Oh
so
yeah, because
bad.
it goes back to like 80s shit.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
you're
it's
like,
everything, man.
Take
It's
five,
everywhere.
man.
Take five,
You guys are always anytime I'm like partying with you guys or anything, you guys are always like singing
Oh, man.
old school songs.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
dude, I was literally listening to my Wrapped of 2023 today at work, and
all Bruno Mars,
dude, Bruno Mars, Kylie Minogue,
Good.
Silk Sonic,
Silk Sonic, and Ven Anime, you know, like all the, and then it just
the
flips.
usual.
Yeah, but it's great, man. Great.
He's got me. He's like responsible for me like listening to a lot of like deathcore and specifically hardcore. That was not. I didn't get it a lot
Yeah.
before. Like I'd say before like 2020. Like 'cause I feel like Stayer was like around like 2020, right? Yeah, like 2021.
Stayer was 2020.
Oh yeah, and then like okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, but like whenever we went on that tour with Smoke Signals,
Yeah.
and we did like a lot of the driving together.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever he was like DJ, he'd be like, "Yo, no, like check this out," and like something about like driving through like I don't know, like West Virginia with like your bro, in the middle of nowhere. You have no clue where you're at. You're like, dude, just check this out real quick. And like you're in the mood for it at that point. So like,
hell yeah.
it definitely like there were so many bands that I listened to today because like he just put me on that stuff. So like anytime I go like I need heavy influence for anything, I'm typically going to Travis for it.
I showed him some Varials. That was something that was pretty heavy for him.
Oh, shit.
And then
That shit makes me mad.
I showed him
Like,
old Veil of Maya that he'd never
Dude.
heard.
Oh shit.
Oh, so
Wasn't it Common?
Oh,
Was it
man.
Common?
Oh
was
yeah.
kinda-
That,
Yeah, he had
That
never
record
heard
goes
Common.
hard.
No, so he never heard, We Bow in Its Aura or
I'm glad
It's
you
Not
brought
Safe-
that
you
up.
only knew
It's Not
their
Safe to
you
Swim.
only
No,
knew
bro.
their Radio Gent era.
I didn't even know those. I know that's like I wasn't like when they were going through like their Radio Gent era. That was when Invent Animate was like doing like Everchanger. So
Oh,
like
okay. Yeah.
like I wasn't even like into Periphery like or anything like I wasn't into any of the like OG like gent ish kind of bands that were like really running shit in like 2013 because I was just coming out of my post hardcore like phase and going into like metalcore with like groove essentially. Like I was like kind of getting exposed to it around then. It was a fun time, but like I did not hear a lot of music like until very like until way later. And like some of it like I remember there were some songs you were showing me and I was like, "Oh, no. I remember hearing that when I was just like 19 walking around Sacramento or some shit like that." Like it'll like click sometimes, but then it's also fun because like I almost feel like I did it on purpose. Cuz like now like I'm listening to it at all and like it obviously it inspired what is like a lot of what today's music is. But it's like getting to listen to like what inspired today's music plus like the actual inspiration from like the artist itself like for the first time as like a 28-year-old.
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate anything when I was 19. Like I sucked.
What was that one that one band? Oh man, I can't even think of it right now.
No, you can, dude.
No,
I
it was,
doubt it.
Oh, I was showing you Lamb of God.
Yeah, dude.
I was showing him
Oh,
Lamb
you
of
you
God.
never heard
And
Lamb
what-
of God? At
I
that
mean, like
point?
I had heard of
Some of their
them.
riffs
Yeah.
though, like I showed him Sacrament.
I've never heard like
Ooh,
a
shit.
song. Like
Yeah.
I've heard like the band.
Yeah.
Like I just never heard like no one has sat me down and been like, you need to hear
Dude,
this.
granted, before I heard Lamb of God, I thought they were like redneck metal. Like,
it was like yeehaw.
But they got the groove, man, and that's the thing. They got
And
that
I didn't know
groove.
that. And then he shows me, and I'm like, I could have been listening to that's what makes me mad is that like whenever he shows me some shit like that, it's like I get really mad because I'm like I really could have been listening to this since I was like 7.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm old. Sorry.
I'll fuck you up if you say that again,
I know,
dude. Real
I know.
quick,
Hmm.
are we vaping? Can you vape on camera?
Sure.
Are you sure, dude?
Yeah, that's cool.
If you can't, it's okay. Dude, you just hit that shit.
No,
Yeah.
you can.
Dude, you're a bitch.
saying-
for that.
I'm
Dude,
sa-
dude said,
I'm saying you guys can. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
I don't even know if mine works like that.
Oh no.
Oh. All right, we good. We back. We back. Oh, show fucking
Well, do you want
So what about you now?
Yeah, Chris, you want
Oh,
to give your
fuck, dude,
backstory
that's
a
what
little
I
bit?
wanted. Yeah, I guess so, dude.
I'm ready for this. Oh, you should have blown in the mic though.
Oh, dude, I am so sorry. That was terrible.
You're good.
Oh, does that mean like when you go to sell this one day, you can't be like,
No,
no,
it'll
not
be-
in a smoke,
it'll
was
be
not
fine.
used in a smoke-free room.
Honestly, I don't know why I would sell it.
Dude, you
unless
should,
I get-
dude, if you sell it, say it was never, like, no smoke was ever around. Even though there's, like, video proof of it. Okay. So I am from Sacramento, California. That's where I was born and raised. I left Sacramento and the California area around 2011 after the housing market crashed and we lost our home, like me and my mom, dad, brother, and grandma. And we had to move to Louisiana to live with relatives because they were like that was like the only other place that we could go because they had like land out there. And went out there. I hated it. I'm like obviously moving from like Sacramento and like Lake Tahoe, California. It's like very nice out there to like Slidell, Louisiana was like not ideal. I did not handle it very well. That was like the first time I'd ever had to experience culture shock, and it was like the worst possible culture shock. So I did not agree, and I just found a way back to California by myself. And a lot of like the experiences that I write music about are like based around that time that I was just kind of roaming like California as like a 19, 18-year old. Spend a lot of time out there couch hopping, and I was in a band called Petroglyphs at the time, which was just like a local little metalcore effort. They're not that anymore. I mean, they're still pretty regional to Sacramento, but they're killing it now. And that guitarist from that band is like a huge reason why I have like the ethic, like the work ethic for guitar that I have. He's mentioned in the credits on All Heart as Christopher Biermans. That's my guy. He's a bitch though. And then moving on from that, because I didn't last very long in California as a 19-year-old with no job, couch hopping. Like it was not like when I say it's not ideal, like
Yeah.
you're gonna run out of like options eventually.
Mhm.
So I threw in the old towel and I went back to Louisiana, and I hated it like just as much still, but like a little bit less. And that's when I started learning how to record my guitar, like through a computer, like in a shed outside in Louisiana. And the other credit I mentioned on All Heart, Michael Manoff, he was the one that was like kind of walking me through everything. And that's how I got to like just relax a little bit out there, because it was like I got back out there and I was like, I'm gonna leave again. Like I don't want to be in Louisiana, but it gave me like an outlet to like sit down and like focus, and eventually gave me the opportunity to like learn how to really record guitar. Like I didn't know how to do anything else other than just record guitar kind of okay. Um and truthfully, I was not good at it until like 2 years ago. So like anyone that's struggling with that process, by the way, like you suck and it's okay. And you're gonna suck for a while. Like it takes a long time to get proficient at any of these things, and it should feel like it, because I feel good at it now, but like I know I wasn't for a while, and I know it's like subjective, but it's part of the process. You know, going into the how we got here, because I was like really hard on myself that whole time. Um, but getting up to now, because I am obviously not in Louisiana anymore. Um, Wisconsin was a weird part of my life, because when I got here, I didn't know anyone. But then also, like everyone kind of feels like they know you. Like it's really weird how like you guys are up here, because like you guys are not like, I don't know, like there's no cold shoulder. So it's like even though I had no like actual like relatives or family when I moved up here, it was very, I felt very like, well, dude, you're part of the gang anyway, so it's okay. Getting to Wisconsin, I kind of liked that I didn't know anyone, because um Louisiana was very foreign, and it always did feel foreign, because I'm like a black dude from California. So they're like super good off of me. They're like, nah, dude, like you can hold that down. But they also like some of them thought I was Creole. So like it was really cool, because some of them were like really nice to me, but it was a really weird place to be. And then California is obviously very like I mean, like I had all the friends in the world in California when I left. And that's why like tried to go back, was because like leaving California with like having like all of the friends in in the state, it feels like be like you're like that's like my friend, you know, like it sucked having to leave that and like immediately just go to like somewhere where you're like, all right, you got to start over like again. So it was like for coming up here, it was really nice, because it felt like I didn't need to know anyone, and I got to just like I get to like completely like restart. Like I get to just make a new self. No one has any like preconceived like ideas or anything about me. Everything that I become is like what I create from like here moving on. So that has been my favorite part of like Wisconsin, is like well now like everyone makes me feel like a celebrity, and I love and I appreciate that, but it always like if I'm ever talking to someone and they're like they kind of got like the stayer glasses on, and they're like really like going like crazy. I'm like, the dude I love you, appreciate they're really good at like noticing that like sometimes that can make me like a little uncomfortable because I am just like a normal guy too. And everyone out here knows like they'll know how to bring it down to like we're just humans again, you know. So it's cool because like I feel like everyone out here loves and appreciates and has like the star eyes for like the people that they support, but they don't let those people feel like they're like out of like I still feel like I'm here, you know.
Yeah.
That's the cool part to me. That's my favorite part about that. Like where the story is like now is that I've never felt more welcome somewhere. Shout out to you guys for that shit. Waukesha too. Y'all, I love Waukesha, bro. I be out here every day.
I'm just saying, man.
Waukesha's the shit, man.
Dude, I don't hate it. I don't. I keep telling you
Hey,
guys. I'm
cheers to
like, come through.
Waukesha.
Cheers
Oh,
to
cheers.
Waukesha.
Hey, feed the street. Hey, Toppers, Eastmoreland.
I used to work at the other one on Grandview.
Fuck them.
Yeah, that store sucked. That store did suck.
Toppers on Grandview. Y'all gotta shut down. Give us your business. I think they for real did just close the other day because they don't have employees. Damn. That's crazy. No, they really did. They really did just close. So it's just Toppers East, Waukesha, Moreland, 53186. Come on out, dude. Get your food delivered by your boy. See a dog, bro. I'll drop off an EP with that. Oh, that's what dude, this setup is perfect for this. I was supposed to do this when I got here. Started, that's my bad. But that'll be a good marker now. That looks
Oh.
Hey, there you go. Tristan.
Oh, that's dude.
Hard as fuck.
Oh.
There it is.
This is honestly record of the year.
Oh, no.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. But you're right. It feels like it. I'm
So,
mad.
That's
Mad
only
that
that's only part 1, right?
Side A, part 1, however, you know.
Yeah.
Like we didn't really like figure out the logistics of that before. Like we did, but we were thinking too hard into it.
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna be like it's gonna be released as 2 different EPs on Spotify, but when No Breaks is out, like it'll just be one thing. Like
Yeah.
it'll all be like all the streams will still transfer over and stuff like that still, but it'll just be like I think how Periphery's Alpha Omega is like a good example because I think now on Spotify you can actually have it to where like if you have like a split like a split full length or something like that, there's like a side A and side B, it'll actually have it in all on one page. You don't have to like click out and then go to whatever the side B is, but this is basically going to end up how Alpha Omega did, which is like there's Alpha and then there's Omega. Just click out and go listen to the other one. You know?
Yeah.
But those were released at the same time.
Were they really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they were.
Were they?
Yeah, but they,
Shout out them.
Yeah, they're better.
Yeah, but have you ever watched like the documentary on that shit?
Oh
No,
my
I haven't.
god.
It was a stressful process.
Yep.
I saw like a little bit of that, but like,
Yeah, I
wasn't
well,
like
because like if you think about it, if you're trying to write a whole like story and have the music fit the story, I don't know. That sounds
was it like a full like what's the word for that kind of like a concept?
concept. Yes,
Yeah, like the
it
omninuances
is.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm like a periphery nut, so like
Hell yeah, dude.
I like know what the story is and shit.
Okay, so like
It's
each
actually like a
song-
really good like they sat down and like wrote out a story
and then wrote a song to the story.
and then yeah, and like they like had to form the music like around the
Oh, that's
story.
so
That's
hard.
interesting.
So like it like the music like feel like the feel of the
Felt like
music
that,
like
yeah.
almost like fits with the story.
Damn.
And shit.
That sounds stressful.
It does. But they pulled it off, and they like it's
Fuck
if
yeah.
you like actually like look into it and like read the lyrics and like actually like
Yeah.
understand what the lyrics are, it's
It all like lines up.
fucking sick.
That's sick. Yeah,
Cool.
that
It's a
we're
little like Easter egg type thing.
definitely not doing all that.
But you want to take like 3 years plus on a record?
I swear to God. And we still did. Like, this still took like a minute.
Yeah.
Well, when
I
did
mean-
you guys release Everend? Wasn't that I thought that
June
was-
of last year.
Yeah, June of 21.
when you released that? Was this already like?
Pretty much.
like
Two
in
songs.
process?
Two songs have been
Yeah.
made. I think
Well, that were complete.
yeah, they were like sketched. Wait, we had two songs from All Heart completed.
Like with my revisions and with Marcus's.
Oh, we did, yeah, because
Yeah.
Tunnel Vision was done by the time Everend came out. Well, not done, but like it had been like sent through the hands of like everyone essentially, and then Haraith was like the other one. That was Haraith started getting like made basically right before Everend released. So
Mhm.
that's why like it kind of still has like I don't think it sounds too much like Everend, especially because like the production like I can't like think of him the same, but like it definitely still feels like reminiscent of it,
Mm.
like a grown up kind of like brother. Or
Yeah, it's
something
got
like
it's got an Everend taste.
that. It's yeah, Everend esque fish.
So I'm curious,
Fish,
are you
fish.
bringing any of like the old like YouTube playthrough songs back, or are you guys writing everything
Yes.
fresh?
Both
Both.
because we have like I'm like really fucking psychotic. Like I write way too much music. I really should slow down. Like I have slowed down, just mainly because like the process of writing music has become like so involved emotionally that everything instead of writing 10 really good songs in 10 days and being like really happy with that, it's like I'm trying to get better. So like now I'm writing like one song that's like everything to me in 10 days. So it's like, but before it was like, yeah, dude, I just wrote 2 songs today. I just wrote 3 songs yesterday. Do you want to check all of them out for me and see which ones you like so we can go through this list of 72 songs and see which ones we want to pick out for an EP
That's an admirable
Dude.
work ethic though. Like
It's
I like put
Appreciate it.
everything into my songs. So like I only have 5 fleshed out songs right now because I like put everything into each song.
good.
I've done 2 versions of that. I had like the version of like what is like putting everything into it now. And then the version that I had of that before I got like a process going was I used to put everything into it almost in a bad way. Like I would just not let myself finish something because I didn't know if it was like critically like the best that it could be. Um but then like I broke out of that by changing the way or like why I write music. Because why I write music used to just be like I just want to be like a freaking sick guitarist. Just
Yeah.
want to be like a really cool like guitar player, and like that was really dumb. I like love playing guitar, but I have no interest in being like a front man guitarist anymore as I grow up. What I write guitar for now is to just I write guitar to hear the sounds that I want that I'm missing from like other like bands, and not like not in spite of them or like not like a shot at them, but like if like, I really love
You're just-
gent.
You're writing.
Yeah,
Same here.
yeah, I really love this genre like of
Me too.
metalcore, melodic gent stuff, and it's like stuck with me for like 10 years now.
That's exactly why, like, when I started seeing your shit, I was like fucking blown away.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
like,
like I almost
honestly,
like stopped growing
Like,
up.
I
that,
wanted
man.
to tell you this at some point, but like, dude, you fucking like honestly changed my life.
Dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that, buddy.
Like-
Thank you, man.
Cause like, I don't know, you just like, you started like releasing your shit, and like, I was just like, holy fuck. Like every time I would like hear your shit, like it would make me instantly want to go like write. Like,
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
and, like,
That made me write. I remember when you told me that. Like I literally
and also
went and
listen.
wrote.
I listened to your interview with Alan Rigdon.
Yeah, Rigdon. Yeah,
And
That's my buddy.
you brought up Odin,
yeah.
and honestly, that like changed the way I write. Like
Really?
completely.
Really?
Like because I started using Odin. Like I don't know. I just feel like
I know you had said you had mentioned it like changing. I thought when you had said that, I thought you meant like it changed the way like you were just like producing over like as a whole. I didn't think you were using it as like a writing tool.
no, I don't.
That's-
I actually don't use. I mean, like in like demos and stuff.
Yeah,
but,
that's what I
like,
meant. Yeah. But like you're
uh,
using it as like a writing tool.
Yeah.
That makes me really happy because
Yeah.
that's what I did. I
Yeah.
used it. I relied on it as a writing
Mhm.
tool. Like I could only get some of those sounds like off if I had something that was doing it, and then like I could play to it.
Mhm.
a lot of that stuff I wrote, and Travis can attest to this. A lot of that stuff that like even that made Everend, like when Everend was complete, like I couldn't play most of that music like from start to finish. Like I stumbled a lot. I was a studio musician. I wrote all
Yeah.
this stuff like bar by bar, piece by piece.
Right.
And then, you know, thankfully being with someone like Travis is like like Travis is the other studio musician, and that's like the in studio musician, the person that gets hired to do like literal like cover band work.
Yeah.
And like that's something I'm excited to talk about is like, yo, this guy kills it with Stayer, but like, why does this man go up and play like the classics for like 3 hours and just snaps, dude? He's just up, just ridiculous, loses his mind with like these other like four guys, and they just make bang, just run off with the bag. You know? So I
Dude,
really
it's,
appreciate that, man. Thank you.
The hustle, man. If you got something,
It
use
is the hustle. It is the hustle.
and it's my guitar outlet. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
that's where I get to play guitar live and and have
you
fun.
came up on a lot of that. Like a lot of that.
Oh my god, that's what I was raised on.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I actually play a few songs that my mom used to play in her cover band when she would sing.
Ooh, that's
So
ooh,
it's like
that's
so
heavy.
cool to be able to be
That's
like,
heavy, man.
now she watches me play the songs that I used to watch her play.
Ooh,
pretty wild.
That's
Awesome.
hard.
Pretty
bro.
wild.
That's
That's awesome.
hard.
Yeah. And my mom's the biggest Stayer supporter, so shout
Dude,
out Tammy.
Tammy.
She's the biggest. I'm gonna be completely real, and I love you, ma. Really.
You're a real one, Tammy.
Shout out Tammy.
Shout out Tammy. You've seen her. You've been at the
You've
shows.
seen
You've
her.
seen her.
I just saw her. She's around, dude.
She's in here. Yeah, in the show.
She pulls up.
Anyway, but yeah, where were we going?
Bird walked a little bit, but I think it was coming back to I was trying to think of where we were coming off of the. I think it was just like a general conversation about like how like music gets made. But
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like how you were using Odin, and
Yeah,
like the funny
yeah.
thing is that like how he does that, like writing it that way. When I get, and this is like talking about how we actually write too, and how I write based to his guitars. He'll make like, cause this guy's crazy. He'll make me like a reference in MIDI,
Mhm.
send it over to me, and then I'll make my adjustments, and then I'll send it back to the guys. I'm like, what do you think of this? And then they'll give me feedback, and then I learn it while I'm writing it in MIDI, but like on bass then.
Yeah.
So for my ADD brain, like it's great. I basically have like tabs of the music that
Yep.
I've written.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it helps me actually learn like how to play it and like where I put things in there, and then I can figure out where I want to add cool stuff or like what doesn't transcribe in MIDI that will once we actually record it.
Real bass. That's a
You
huge
know what I mean?
part.
It's oh my god, it's so real. And the fun thing about talking about MIDI and Tunnel is that I think we brought this up on our live after Tunnel, but I I thought we were tracking a different song that day, so I had practiced all day to track this other song.
And see, because you didn't tell this part last. This made it seem like it was just a you thing, and I'm gonna make sure I hit that with you because I pulled up the wrong song too, and we tracked the wrong song for like an hour before we were like, "Yo, this is on no breaks. We're not working on tunnel vision right now." Like we literally like sat down and we're just like, yeah, dude, all right, dude, you check your levels and everything, dude. You feeling nice?
Yeah,
He's like,
I'm in
yeah,
tune,
dude,
I'm good,
feeling
let's
nice,
go.
dude. All right, dude, this one's called not fucking tunnel vision. And then
If you take a look on here, there is only one 2-word song on the back of this EP, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was a different 2-word song.
we don't.
So I practiced the other 2-word song.
But so
And
did
I also that was like the one song that I didn't write MIDI to.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh my God.
How did we
So,
pick this
like,
one to do?
Exactly. And this is what we needed so that we could send it off to Lance to go and mix and master it.
So yeah, tunnel
and
vision was like literally the last.
That was the
one.
last one.
Yeah.
And
We couldn't even do that.
dude, I had to track it. I wrote it and tracked it. Same session.
Oh damn.
We did like a song and a half.
Yeah.
And bass is really good on that song.
Well,
too,
yeah,
so,
and
like-
I appreciate
He was
that.
warmed up already.
I was warmed up on a different song. But that's the cool thing is that like that's why that song means a lot to me. Like Monochrome is one of my favorites, just from like the way that the song is,
Mhm.
like and the structure of it and the sound of it. But Tunnel like also has that experience with me,
Yeah.
that memory that I
Yeah.
have of Chris, Marcus, and myself in the studio tracking this and writing it at the same time. And then getting that little do. That part killed Marcus.
That part was like, if you've ever seen those videos of like Kanye and like Dr. Dre in the studio, or like anyone in the studio when like the beat drops and everyone just starts going crazy, dude. Like he hit that shit. We were just like we lost it. We were just we are so happy.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of those moments during the tracking session where like you would think this would never get done based off of just like the little oopsies and stuff like that there. Like I think one day, that same day that you did the part, like the ending, like the do like that part at the end,
Yeah.
was also the day that we were like, yo, we just need to completely change the middle section. We got to fix that. Completely went to the drawing board on it, but it was a good day for me to do that apparently, because I remember like they were behind me like the whole time, and I'm like, well, what if I just do a little dun, or like I think it was that part, and then there was like it was the like towards the beginning we like it just needed something,
And then I got those snap and pops in there.
yeah, and we just threw it was just like
That polyphia,
most
that polyphia sound.
yeah,
man.
most songs would never get done at that pace. Like if you just kept going back, you're like, dude, we gotta just like do everything differently. We have to just, you want to do a different song? Like it felt like that some days, but like we somehow managed almost every time to be like, all right, dude, we goofed, gotta fix it, and then we'd fix it, and we're like, all right, dude, let's go
Yeah. No,
on to
and
the next one.
but that was the really cool thing about Tunnel. Like that was so cool.
We still like
Yeah.
the song is very human. There's like
Yeah.
a lot of human element in like the making of it.
And it's one of my favorite to play as well. Just
Yeah.
because that there's something about bass slides, man. I'm just gonna say it fills a space.
Talk your
Mhm.
shit, bro.
And I'm just saying,
Talk your
I got
shit.
two really good
You got two of
bass
the
slides.
best. You got
I'm
bass slides
sorry.
of the year in like 2 fucking like minutes.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I love that people like. I love that it was like one of the first comments on like the release.
That's
of
what
the-
Alan said, right?
Alan was like, "Dude, that bass slide,
That bass slide at 0.36.
yeah, whatever, bussin',
Yeah.
bussin'." Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Fuck yeah.
incredible time. Very,
Mhm.
very human though.
Yeah.
No breaks is not. We're gonna lose our fucking minds with that shit. We're gonna be really ignorant with no breaks because we're a lot better at like managing our emotions and like each other in a way now. So now like no breaks gets to be like the really, really, really tied up.
We coming
know,
for you.
Yeah, it's like neck time. Like like get out of here, bro.
Well, that's from
Y'all
seeing,
need to
seeing
move.
us live. That Dogma isn't on anything, so
Yeah.
Dogma is kind of in the vein of.
That song goes hard as fuck.
Thank you.
I love that shit, bro.
Love that song.
Shout out Jesse Cash for making sure I use fucking nothing but like harmonics all the time ever.
Oh my god.
I put them everywhere now. And like instead of riffing, I'm just like
You gotta.
it's so fun.
You gotta.
It makes playing live infinitely harder, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like basically match my entire live presence to how he does it, because I don't think really anyone does it better than him in terms of like playing like the most of-
Harmonics?
just playing absurd stuff, like just
Yeah.
like you didn't like you wrote that because it sounds great in the studio. You didn't write that because you're gonna have fun playing it live.
Right.
You're not gonna have fun playing it live.
Well, I was actually listening to an interview with him recently, and he was basically saying that like he don't even care if he fucks up.
Yeah, no, I think he let go of that like fairly recently though,
Yeah.
because I know it used to be. I don't know if it was something that ever like really bothered him, but I know he used to sacrifice other parts of his performance to make sure like that stayed
Yeah.
true. And like I get that as a guitarist. Like
Yeah.
there's been so many times where I'm like, I have to do this part right, so I'm gonna stop moving.
Yeah, just
Yeah, it will look weird, like how stiff I go. Like I used to go, especially like with certain parts, but
You used to be off in Egypt too.
I used to be like not on the stage when I played. I used to didn't even have a wireless either. I was corded in the back. Like, like
you would literally go to like the stage wing and we'd be like, dude, come on.
Like, how's it looking over there, guys?
Like, off in Egypt.
Are we sold out still? Like not anymore though. I feel a lot better about that nowadays. Really, really, really scary back in the day though. No, I'm him now. What about you though, buddy? What about you? What man?
What about me?
We're turning this podcast around.
Turning it around.
How does it feel? Sold out show. Brazil. This podcast is going wonderfully well.
Yeah. It's a blast.
I love that dog. That's just a personal one for me.
Yeah.
And you guys,
he's awesome.
You guys got it set up so nice here. Like, how do you feel, man? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
It looks like it. Like,
yeah.
Look at that. Shut out. Look at this, dude. My bad. I just took up your head.
There we go. Yeah, I mean,
I can move this. Oh.
I know you don't use mics.
Just trying to start taking shit a little
I'm
bit
gonna
more
beat your ass
seriously
for
in my
that.
life.
No, I heard that. No, I know. I heard. I want you to know I heard that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't use mics.
You don't? Facts.
It's archetype Gojira all day, every day. Suck my fucking dick. DI everything.
Oh, no.
Send that straight to front of house, bro.
So, Chris, what's your favorite song on the record?
Ooh, I don't think I've been asked that before. Damn. My favorite song is probably Xylo.
Yeah.
Probably Xylo, but I would also say, what's the other one? It's Allure, Xylo, Monochrome, Vision. What's the other song? Her Eighth. Oh, no, fuck that. It's Her Eighth.
Yeah?
For sure.
Why?
That shit bang.
It do.
No,
it do. I ain't denying that.
Her Eighth is my personal favorite because I remember when I was writing Her Eighth, I was like, I think Everend had been out. Like we had when I was still writing Her Eighth after the release of Everend. So I was writing it now with reaction behind like our other work. And like even though I don't like make it a point to like seek out that reaction, having it there, you just perform differently when there's like good response. You know, it's like when someone tells you you're doing a good job, you usually end up doing a pretty good job. They tell you the opposite, you could still do a good job, but you're gonna, something in the back of your head is gonna be like, dude, what if I'm ass? You know, like, and I didn't feel like that. So I remember I was doing DoorDash in like the New Berlin and Muskego area a lot when I was writing Her Eighth, and the really cool thing about it is that the visualizers that we have for the songs on YouTube, they're all like stock footage, but they're stock footage of the songs as my brain puts like the core memories to them. So I remember when I was writing Her Eighth, I was car testing it a lot on like really like pretty spring days. Like it was very like sunny but also cloudy but still sunny, and like that photo visual thing is like really core for me. So I remember I think it was like around like I think it was like the finals season or something like that. Something was going on, so I was getting paid. Like I was making a bunch of money on DoorDash, and that song was hidden in my car, and I just couldn't be happier about it. But I also didn't think it was gonna end up being a Stayer song. I thought it was like a little too like unorthodox, but then it just wasn't. And then as soon as everyone else put their hands on it, they were like, it really turned into like, oh, like I'm like, damn, this really gets to like stay here, you know? So like same thing with the core memory, like that's definitely mine because of like how pretty the world looked when I got to like write it, you know? It was really cool. I do that a lot with music.
Awesome.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really liked Wraith too. When he started writing it, I was like, I need to start writing bass to this. I was like, I have to put something over this.
Give it to me.
Oh, it's missing low end.
Dude, I'd be like, hey, bro,
Let me
bro,
put a little
take
low
that
end
MIDI
in
out,
it,
bro.
baby.
Take that MIDI out.
Well, there's like little bits where you know, I would also kind of wait for Marcus on stuff
Yeah.
because I would want to get his his input
Yeah.
on what he's doing with the drums so that I can have some sort of rhythmic background with that rather than the tracks that Chris has. I'm like, okay, well, I can be a diva about it and just wait till I have Marcus's. But this one was one that I was just like, okay, I'm just going to start writing to what we have, whatever we have, just because I want to have this sound over this song.
You're like, I want to play to that, dude.
Oh my God, I do.
Yeah.
I do. And that's the coolest part. Like I said, like when I finish writing it MIDI, I just start playing it. And the funny
Yeah.
thing is that like I don't really go from MIDI to bass to learn a part. I write a whole song and then
And then you come in with it. Yeah.
I come in with it.
It's just completely different from how I use MIDI. I wish I was able to use MIDI that way more because I wanted to play what I MIDI'd immediately, and then I would go to and I'd be like, I don't know who I thought I was, and then and the same thing with like when I would send Marcus drums, I'd be like, I don't know who I thought Marcus was.
Dog, I play bass. You play guitar, dude. That whole process would take you forever.
Every
take you
you're like, dog, for every string I play, you have to play 7. That
just
chord,
saying, man.
y'all see me hit that chord, right? That's all 7 strings for no reason. Get with it. Yeah, no, you got a point though.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Wraith is your favorite?
Yeah, Wraith is definitely my favorite. Emotionally, spiritually, it's Xyla, and that's just because it beat. It was. It's just because when the EP was released, Monochrome was like kind of running away out the gate with like the fan favorite out of like, you know, aside from like Tunnel Vision.
Yeah.
And then just Mono started Xyla just started like whooping its ass out of nowhere. It just like came up and it's like, no, then it was like one day Xyla was at the same amount of streams as Monochrome was. And then I think it actually surpassed it a little bit, but it's just cool because like,
It was one of the shockers.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You're just like, wow, this one resonated a little bit more than Monochrome. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was like, oh, okay. But again, streams or whatever, when it comes down to like, but I understand the shock because I was there too.
yeah, 100%.
I was just like, whoa, okay. Even though it's the first track, people are actually going to Xyla to listen to it. Like,
yeah, they're going back.
it's a
to
cool
it.
thing to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Specifically to that song.
And I think that it goes to show, like, I think that there's something special in how we start our songs when we do like the clean, like ethereal draw kind of thing. Like, cause I think Monochrome, Xyla, and Tunnel Vision all have like that same kind of literally.
Intro.
Yeah, the only two that don't have that are like Allure and Wraith. But yeah, when we do that, like that's like commercially acceptable. Like we can actually like really run off with that because it's crazy. Because like with Xyla gets like really heavy after that part. Like it's kind of misleading how it starts and then where you're at 20 seconds after that start. So that's like my favorite part about it doing as well as it has been is that like it feels like there is like half of the EP is for like the newer kind of like more I don't want to say commercial, but the new age like metalcore enjoyer, and then like the other half, which is like the Wraith and Allure and stuff like that, is kind of like more of like an ode to like the enjoyer that like the songs on like an EP that weren't the most popular, you know, because that was like me a lot. Like I loved like the popular songs on a record that I liked, but I usually would fall in love with something that was like really obscure to the point where I would like go to talk to someone about it. They're like, dude, I love that entire record and I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm like, dude, it's on the same record. They're like, yeah, dude, I doubt it. Well, okay, man. So that's what those songs get to feel like that too, which is really cool.
What has your experience been like working with Lance?
Dude, like way too easy.
Yeah.
Like really accommodating.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like it was a breeze. Like I
He said
suggest
yes
it
to
to
everything.
everyone.
Yeah.
I suggest it to everyone. Anyone in the metalcore scene. He could even just he would mess up anybody or like not mess up. Sorry, he would literally like do insane stuff for like any genre. Like I know he would, and especially if you're in like this heavier sort of music, he would murder it for you. Like I highly suggest going to Lance. Worth every penny.
And he just says yes to the things you ask. And
Yeah.
then when he sends it back, that was the thing you asked for. Thanks, man.
100% thank you, Lance.
Like we spent like hours accumulatively between each other, like thinking like, dude, all right, man, we don't want to ask like too much because we're gonna start getting into a territory where we're like, all right, gonna have to start paying for revisions. We're gonna have to start like worrying about him like canceling us because we're super annoying to work with, and like, dude, we're never gonna be able to go to Australia after this if we ask for this revision. And like, we would just like, and then, but then we were also like, this is the big swing as we called it, so like, we got to make sure like everything that we want out of it is what we want out of it, even if Lance does not like us after this. And that's not obviously he's like totally cool with it. Like he's a magician with what he does, especially live. So like that's why like we don't have his experience of what he's doing. So that's why like every time we would approach him, we'd be like, dude, I'm so sorry that we exist, but can you please just turn this up just a little bit? One of the things was actually like a mistake on his part, and it was like I think he said it was like there was like a compressor on like his master bus or something like that, or like his second pass through master bus that had like a compressor on it, and it was pulling all of the like the transients like back like 0.2 seconds. So it sounded sick, but like something's a
kinda like,
little
"Whoa."
yeah, something's a little weird.
And he's like, hold on one sec. Next day.
No. Because like, so before that, we were like, so we're stressed, dude. We're
Oh,
like,
no, that-
we're
yeah.
like, dude, how do we tell him that it's like wrong? Like it sounds like it's wrong, and like
Yeah.
we thought about how to say that for like a while, and then I think we finally went and we're like, like I think everyone was like, Chris, you have to explain it. You're the best at explaining everything. You gotta explain to him like what it sounds like. So I think I sent you guys like a message before I sent it to him. I was like, all right. So we love this. This is so fucking good, dude. Like you knocked it out of the park, dude, it's not even really a big deal. You can just say you can just like ignore this message, honestly. There's just a little thing that's like, a little off, but like if you can do that. And he's like, oh, dude, like literally like Travis is saying it. Like the next day he was like, oh, dude, I accidentally just forgot to turn this like or change a setting on my master compressor bus, and he sent it back, and it was bussing.
Yeah.
Like it was that easy, and we were so scared. I was terrified.
Yeah.
Look at me.
I mean, that's big.
Zoom
time,
in on
dude.
me. Zoom in on me.
We'll do it in post.
We don't do that. We don't.
We'll do it in post.
Yes. Yes. Dude, please have a bunch of like, dude, please do that. If you want to take this, dude, I will help you edit. I love like those like those zooms like right on the face where it's like all pixelated. It's just like looking at their head. Yeah. Incredible experience. I recommend it. But don't go to him until you're ready to go to him.
Right.
Like show up with the right thing. Like don't just be like, oh dude, our next project is coming up. It's basically done. We should probably go to Lance. Like treat it as if you're about to go work with like one of the top metalcore producers in the world. He doesn't look at himself like that. I mean, like he does. I know he knows he's him, but he doesn't like carry himself that way. He doesn't like, it's not like when we hit him up, he's like, yeah, dude, I understand why you guys came to me. Like he's not on some like,
No, he's not on that.
he's saying so nice all the time. So very excited to meet him one day. I hope we like win like a Grammy or something like that. So it like forces them to bring us out to Australia. And then
Dude, I think you guys
thank you, man.
do some serious stuff.
I think we're gonna win a Grammy
like,
too.
Truly.
Yeah.
Emmy.
An Emmy.
Is that wait, which one's
An Oscar.
Is it Oscar? Dude, we're
Get an
definitely
Oscar.
taking an Oscar home, dude. Dude, I want to win a BET award.
You want a BET award?
Yeah,
It's possible.
A BET award.
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, I'm black.
Oh, you are?
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah, we're podding now, dude.
Or podding?
We're podding. All right, we're talking shit now.
Okay. let's do
Everyone
it.
in this scene, is a really nice person. I am black though. I am, and that's why we would be able to qualify for the BET Awards because I'm black.
Well,
And we're taking that shit home too.
Yeah.
They don't have any metal bands. No metal bands apply for the BET Awards, dude. CMAs,
Country Music Awards. You want to play it?
You got to do it. Make a country metal song.
Dude.
Has it been done yet?
Oh, yeah.
It's unfortunately been done to
You never
like a
heard Kid Rock?
commercial. I'm just kidding. Well, that was when it was still like, like we were kind of lit outside. They still had like Coke back then, like in the drink. But now it's kind of weird because like everyone just has to be like hella popping and shit like that. So like, dude, you know who I heard the other day that I thought I don't think I'd like them, but someone at my job was playing them on the speakers, and it was Jelly Roll. I was like, dude,
Jelly Roll smacks.
this kind of goes, but it was like kind of country, but it was like I think he was talking about like black folk in there or something. Like he was talking like the struggles he was talking about was very relative to like actual like urban struggles that I remember like us going through. So he sounded like the actual like next door neighbor that I had in a lot of like those neighborhoods when I was growing up. So yeah, it's kind of cool to find something like that because I don't really find like a lot of like it was like outlaw. It was like outlaw country rap. That shit kind of hit though.
Dude, I love Chris Stapleton though.
Dude,
You ever listen to Chris Stapleton?
dude,
That's some good old country, dude. That's that Tennessee whiskey, dude.
that is
Dude, but you need to hear his other stuff,
sweet,
man.
Sweet cherry pie.
Oh my God.
Sweet
Yeah, that's
cherry pie. What is is it cherry pie?
No, it's not cherry pie. That's Warrant. No, that is the song though. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Yeah, exactly.
That's the same guy, right?
Yeah, get stoned on your love all the time. Come on, dude. Sweet. But yeah, that's it.
That's my shit, dude. I have never like listened to that kind of music like on my own. But every time it comes on, I get kind of hype.
Yeah,
I stopped being one of those people that just shits on country music though.
Dude,
Y'all
honestly-
should too. We got
honestly-
to move on from that, guys.
Luke Combs.
yeah.
You guys
That
fuck
sounds-
with Luke Combs?
That sounds
Dude.
like some good shit.
Dude, I'm gonna
Luke-
tell you right now, Garth Brooks is still one of the best country singers ever.
Yeah, but he
Billy
Y'all
Ray
fight,
Cyrus.
fight about this.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
He's
whoa,
a
whoa,
murderer.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Y'all see this?
This is the person versus the art right now.
Who do you think?
Sorry, okay.
Who do we think is gonna win?
Sorry, but I'm
Chat.
gonna tell you something else though. Billy Ray Cyrus though, aside from Achy Breaky Heart, that dude's the first 3 records, great country records.
Get him, Ryan.
I'll tell you that right now.
Get him.
I'm telling you.
What's your rebuttal? Get him. Get him. Ryan, hit back.
Wait, what?
Hit back, bro.
We're not
Tell me,
talking,
tell
we're
me
not
he's
talking
wrong.
about Garth Brooks
No.
anymore.
Oh, Garth. I'm just saying, where's the bodies, Garth?
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
Where's your resume, dog?
Is that why
I'll
he's not
see
on
it.
No,
Spotify?
no, you guys don't know about that.
Look at your monthly.
Like
bro.
his like tour, like this is like a real thing
Oh,
that was like
shit.
investigated and shit. The like his like tour, like there was like disappearances that like followed his tour.
You're kidding.
No, like
See
in
what
each,
Travis
like,
likes,
city
dude?
that he went to
Dude.
You
on
see what
his
Travis-
tour, there was like people disappearing like
Look what Travis fucks with.
after his
Dude.
shows there.
I don't like Garth Brooks anymore, guys.
So people are asking, like, it's like a thing on like Twitter and shit. Like,
Is
if
that why he wrote
you'll
that
see-
song, If Tomorrow Never Comes?
Dog.
Dude, if you look at his
It's
Twitter,
200
you'll see
people
people
missing.
asking where the bodies are.
On the comments, yo, chat goes crazy. Let's go. Spam W's if you're in chat right now. It's like not a live chat.
Well, I'm sorry. We're not gonna talk about that anymore.
Yeah, Garth Brooks, man.
Sorry to
I
let you
told
know.
you
man.
to stop. Now, yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Look what
It's like finding out. Like, damn, dude. Oh, I didn't know
look what
that.
you like, bro.
Just stop. Just stop.
I see your. You guys want to talk about your guitars?
Fuck yeah.
Sure.
Fuck yeah. Travis first.
I rock Dingwalls.
Oh,
I
Travis
rock-
got the dinghy.
I do. I'm a Dingwall daddy. Yeah, I have a NG2, and it's pretty sweet with the time capsule preamp in it by Dark Glass.
Shit.
I love it. I love it. Probably my favorite bass I've owned.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty much it.
What
That's
did you
my-
have
that's my
before?
favorite.
Yeah, the
What?
I had the
Ibanez.
BTB
BTB.
57.
Shout out the
5.
BTB though, dude.
That thing was
that
sweet.
Held it down.
It was sweet. It had the Bartoloni, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Pickups in there.
Yeah.
He
those are
had
nice.
that, and before I got the Schecter, I had that. What was it? That Sterling JP7. I feel like those
Yeah.
two instruments were like basically on the same like level of like, this is what you're gonna get before you get like a $2,000 instrument.
Dog.
You want a car, bro? You want to play a car?
Yes.
Used car right here for you.
Yes.
Both of our instruments, we literally, it's like a down payment on like a car.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
same
want to
here.
talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, with your Misha.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I played one of those for the first time the other day. I have nothing to say.
Oh,
No,
you
I'm just
didn't like
playing.
it,
No, I'm
huh?
just playing. It was incredibly nice. I'm not used to necks that thin though.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really weird. Yeah, Schecter be honking out here, dude. Schecter be out
That's
here with
true.
like the pull up with the grippy, dude. Like it's like Schecter's necks are like the size of this cup.
I used to have a
It's like
fucking.
how
I used
I
to have
feel
a
like it's hard.
Damien 6.
Oh yeah,
of
dude.
those
I had the Hellraiser Deluxe, which came out around the same time as those Damiens. Dude, someone was playing one of those at one of our live shows the other. It was Lilac and Lotus. One
Oh,
of their
really?
guitarist was playing. I think it was like the Damien Deluxe or something like that. And I was like, dude, that makes me feel so good. Like, because everyone in like the metalcore and gent community just like shits on Schecter, and then they come to my videos and they're like, "You're so good," and I'm like, "Stop talking about my guitar like that," and then telling me like I'm good. I'm not gonna switch guitars.
Dude, and then Cam and Jake from Surefire use Schecter as well.
Yeah, dude.
I honestly never really understood the beef with Schecter.
Me neither.
I don't like that. A lot of them have EMGs in them. Not a big fan of EMGs.
But that's the thing is like I think they went away from that like in like
Everybody
Like
has
2014.
basically. There's only like I'm not saying everybody because there's definitely guitars that are coming out with
was
EMGs.
it the 81
But it's like-
combo?
The 8185, yeah, or the
Yeah.
707s or the 808s.
That was just the sound back then.
Yeah, but I mean, they
that's that
still
like
work
classic
great.
metalcore sound.
For
They
sure.
still work, and
They
like
do.
in that Ibanez 8-string I had an 808X in there, and
I do
that,
like the 808s more.
the 808Xs are nice.
Never
They're very
tried 'em.
nice, very nice.
I have the Abasi Fishmans in mine.
Fishmans.
But that's the thing is that Fishman's basically taken over as the active pickup.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But Fishman's
you
been
can
around for
switch it.
so
You
long.
can switch it to passive. As
Passive.
well,
Yep.
Just by pulling the little
Yeah.
knob.
I can't do that. I'm only passive all the time. Shout out Lundgren.
Yeah.
M7s. Go buy them now. But-
you want to bust it out? Show the camera.
Oh, it's over there. Yeah.
Dude,
Go get it.
dude, can you go get it, Travis?
No,
Travis, you're literally not
Still
gonna be able. You're not
recording.
gonna be able to get over there.
This one.
Oh, dude, we pointed at the camera. Oh, dude, what's up, dude?
Where's my camera?
Like,
Right
comment, subscribe. Joe ass.
here.
Hey, you. Drop a comment in the box. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment, like, subscribe in the comment box. Drop a sub below. Drop a like.
Subscribe.
So like,
more episodes coming very
Co-
soon.
more episodes after you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Until then,
Maybe Patreon. Maybe Patreon coming soon.
dude, Patreon on the way. Big bags.
I gotta figure out what my Patreon content's gonna be.
This, just the rest of it. We're gonna you gotta release like 2 minutes of this on YouTube. And be like, yeah, if you want to get the rest of the 745 minutes, you gotta hop on the Patreon. Look at that motherfucker!
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god, bro!
Oh,
Oh damn!
There we go.
Damn, dude, hit that, dude. Why don't you
There you
stand
go.
it up? Stand it up, baby.
should be able to see it.
Hit that, bro. You just touched me.
Did I? Dude, I hit Luke so many times. Oh,
yeah, that's the
Dude,
Oh,
hell
just
yeah.
put a ding in your table.
Point out some features. Point out some features.
All right, so
So-
this has a rotary pickup switch. volume knob, bass, mid, treble, and then this is the preamp on and off switch. This is a 45, I believe, up here, and this is a 165 down here. We play in drop G, and this one has string joys on it, but the other set has on the other dingwall is the dingwall strings, and that one goes down to a 170 because we play an F on that one. But yeah, this is pretty much it.
You know what the scale on it is?
Off the top of my head, I think it's I think it's 24 and a half to 27. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm sorry, I'm not that. I guess I forget.
Dear
all that
God,
stuff.
rundown.
Dear God.
Oh,
Oh no.
I couldn't tell you anything about my guitar right now.
Yeah.
Like I just even if I had it, like
It's
it's
a Schecter.
it's weird because like it's like the only piece of gear that we haven't like spent like we haven't like lost like sleep over.
Yeah.
Because obviously like once you have like the Schecter that I have and then with his whatever bass that was with that kind of gives you the flexibility to not worry about your instrument for once, which is what we've done all of our lives as like, you know, bedroom musicians. Thinking that like if I just upgrade and keep upgrading, this will just get better eventually. And you realize it doesn't work like that, but I did still spend $2,300, so like sick. But like with our instruments specifically, like I think it's really funny because like when people ask us about like the songs in relation to the instruments, like the songs are so much just like a journey that like it happened to have instruments as a part of it. So it's like when people are like, dude, how did you get your 175 on that scale length to like do that? And we're like, we have no clue. We just it just did. So it's like I love the idea of like us not knowing our instruments like a little bit. Like we do, but at the same time, it's funny because like we get asked a lot in terms of like people will ask us questions thinking that if we answer them, they will also be able to write the same style or like type of music or like in that vein. And like one thing I'm gonna do eventually when I maybe like start my own series or something is like do like a rundown of like how I actually write music from like start to finish. And it's gonna make a lot of people mad because they've been asking for that, and when they find out how it's done, they're gonna be like, that's not anything like I was gonna do. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, step one, sit down, shut the fuck up and think about what you want this to sound like. Like it's a lot of like none of it has to do with gear. Like none of it has to do with like I mean it does, it will eventually, but that's the cool thing about this band is that we just vibe music out. And then when people try to like, you know, like with tabs, like I can't wait to get tabs out so I never have to get asked about them again. And like I want to make tabs because that's how I learned guitar. It's like tabs are a huge part of like my culture of a guitarist. I'm sure it was for you for yours.
Oh, 100%.
100%. So like, dog, I want to get those out, but it's not even that serious, man. Like you could just listen, bro. Just feel it, bro.
Yeah.
Just,
Have you seen how Ola England will sit down and learn a song in Pro Tools?
it's like boop,
He'll
boop,
sit
boop,
there and
boop.
he'll play it and then he'll slow it down to like 50% and like pick it up all by ear.
Yep.
And he just has like a full
That's-
episode of
that's
him
pretty
doing
crazy.
that.
I
He's
love
done
that.
it to like Behemoth and Lamb of God and
And it sounds so sick too because
oh my god, yeah.
you're almost like, you know, you're almost guaranteed to not play it the correct way because like that's the other part of like trying to explain like the music that we play to people or like how to make music similar or how to play to it is that there's so much more like there's so much more to the way my hand is moving instead of what fret my hand is hitting and like the motion of like how I feel it's moving and stuff like that. Because I've tried to play a lot of like invent, animate, and Era's music, and like I don't get a lot of satisfaction from trying to play those songs because it's so specific to their style of play that it doesn't ever really feel like I'm like even covering it. I'm like, I'm gonna just let that be, and I'm gonna just listen to it. Which is why, like when I write guitar, like I write it so none of you can play it because I still have to learn how to play it. So stop asking.
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna be mean, dude.
There you have it.
Talk your shit.
What?
Tell
Oh, it's no. I mean, like, I think it's kind of cool that I mean, like, even Invent doesn't post their tabs anywhere or anything
Yeah.
like that either.
Yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
and I'm not trying to sound like we want to hold on to our riffs and
No,
like,
we
hold on
are.
to our writing. Are we?
Sorry, I was still
So
in
you know,
character. No,
this is your camera.
I was still in
Oh.
character. That's my bad.
So like,
What's up? Oh, this is my camera.
This is your camera right here.
you gonna look right at him?
Oh, bitch.
But,
Interesting.
But no, it's not like we're trying to hold on to these riffs so that people can't play them or anything like that. But I just feel like it's a part of our art. And I want it to be expressed sonically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel that it's something for you to feel. I'll tell you what tuning we're in. You know what I mean? I don't
That's
think
about
that's
it.
a problem. But like, if it's something that you really want to learn how to play, like, you'll sit down and
Go for it.
listen to it and pick it out. I mean, there was a guy, I think a few weeks after Gliding came out, someone
figured it
just like
out.
figured it out and put it
Figured
out. And it was almost exactly what Chris is playing, or he tried other things and we're like, oh, look at that. Like,
I thought it was cooler.
Yeah.
I wish I had played it like that, which is why I encourage people to like, don't try to play our music with tabs. Like, if you have the ability to like, it's not. I know not everyone's like there, like, like as a proficiency thing. Like, not everyone can like learn music by just like taking each second and breaking it down into like, oh, that note sounds like this note. It's really painstaking. But if you're there, like, do it. It's gonna be really fun because the way I actually write a lot of music is it completely derived from the fact that I was not a technical guitarist. So like, if you saw what I was doing, you'd be really mad because it's really not that hard. It all is comfy. Like, everything is comfy. Like, I'm not doing anything that's gonna make me go like way too, even if it's like sick and would make sense and be sick. I want to be comfortable when I play guitar. So like, I just find different ways to make, like, I use a lot of opens, like I like pull-offs and hammer-ons and stuff like that. Like, the way you present it is going to be way more of how people receive it than the way it actually is. And I feel very confidently that if you would just try to learn it, you would have a lot of fun. Honestly, not you, like, specifically, you can do whatever you want. You guys are fucking god in this fucking studio, dude. No, but yeah, genuinely, I don't think we're gonna do tabs, but
Yeah.
we might.
You don't have to.
We might. I mean, people are selling them and stuff like that now, so it's like cool to see that like artists are at least getting like paid from it.
Yeah.
When I used to write all of the songs in Odin, it would have been a lot easier because you can just transfer your MIDI maps from Odin and transpose them to whatever it needs to be in like Guitar Pro.
Yep.
And then it's just there.
Yeah,
so,
that's
like,
what I do.
that'd be sick. Oh yeah, I remember you saying you do that.
Mhm.
So like that would be sick, but I stopped using Odin primarily, like, or almost completely, once I finally just figured out how to like make my guitar tones sound okay. It's like the only reason I was using it.
Yeah, I just use it as a writing tool because
Yeah.
and like
That's you,
certain
my bad.
certain passages, if I like can't figure out where I want to go
transition,
exactly, I can
yeah.
like try different
Yeah.
things. You can put different
yeah,
things in
piecing
different
everything
spots.
together. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Mm.
And it's really like when I do MIDI, it's for reference points. And like I said, it's basically like my own tabs.
Yeah.
I get tabs.
There you go.
He's not giving them to you.
I'm not.
Stop asking.
No tabs. Learn it. Have fun.
Get
Drop
good.
Drop G and drop F. There you go.
Chat, look at me.
There's no chat.
There's no chat.
There's
The
no
live chat.
Spam.
You've
Spam-
done that like 3 times. Spam the chat with dubs.
Chat spam L's for anyone who asks for tabs.
Okay. Well, I think we can kind of like start to do like kind of closing thoughts and stuff here.
Y'all have a good one.
No, I was gonna
This is
say-
the end of the podcast.
Hey, if you guys, I'll ask you this one by one. If you guys could go back to when you're starting out as like a young musician
Mhm.
and give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
Practice.
Practice, dude. 100%
Honestly,
practice.
that's
no, this is
that's probably the best one you could give someone.
It's the only one we'll never listen to.
so the whole thing. Like, when I turned 10, I had gotten guitar lessons for my birthday. Right, my dad had this red Fender Stratocaster that I would just go like this on.
I remember you telling me about this.
I have that Telecaster still, by the way. Or
Oh,
no, the
man.
Stratocaster. Sorry, it's a red candy apple red Stratocaster, and I still have it to this day. And it was like the first guitar that I learned on. And everyone's like, you need to learn acoustic first. I was like, no, I want to play electric.
They're like, you literally can't even hear what
You
you're doing.
can't even hear what
I
you're
was the
doing. Yeah,
same way.
exactly.
I was the
Exactly.
same way.
But I had guitar lessons for my birthday, and I would go for like 2 months, but I would never practice at home. So my parents were like, we're not going to pay for you to
Dude.
go to lessons. That was the only time that Tammy was not trying to influence me
Tammy.
and push me musically. That was the only time.
Shout out
But
Tammy.
but if I wouldn't have actually had tabs and doing the things I had in orchestra as well, I probably wouldn't have continued playing music. And I just sometimes I just wouldn't practice because I just wanted to hang out. And I'm not trying to say that's a bad thing. You want to hang out with your friends, but like my time management was so bad
Yeah.
that I would prefer to do that rather than play guitar instead of my room and practice more.
And probably got upset like I did when you're like, why am I not getting better?
Yeah.
Like, why am I still playing 94 hours every day?
Yeah.
Why am I still?
Why am I still playing Crazy Train intro? I can't figure the rest of this
Dude,
song
I'm-
out.
I'm like, I'm
Dun,
really.
dun, 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 that's all I can do.
I feel like I'm really good
or
at
I
the
can,
intro.
or I
too.
can only play the intro and nothing else matters. do 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 do.
I wanna add on to what he just said because this is really important. And it really could have like made me not do this in the future. But I remember when I first decided to like shoot myself playing or film myself playing guitar, as like a playthrough. It was like back in like 2008. I was like 12 or 13 years old, and I think A Day to Remember's Homesick had just came out, and I wanted to cover Mr. Highway's Thinking About the End or whatever. And I just started playing guitar, and I had understood that there are frets and there are strings. I never tuned the guitar, so I covered the song. I hit all the right notes, but I had no clue that my guitar was out of tune. So like the comment section was like roasting me. They're like, "Hey, dude, this is really good, but like you didn't play it right. Like it's out of like I was like I didn't. It wasn't even like, oh, they're just in relative tune. I didn't touch those. So like I made an entire cover, learned the tabs, heard that the note was wrong, was like sick. Let's film it. Filmed it, put it on YouTube, and then I got sad when people are like, dude, this is like not correct. So like if I had just practiced a little bit more, I'd learn. I would go on to learn that I need to listen to like what I'm doing, and that is very hard to do for people because it's very critical and it looks inward a lot. But you should try it because you end up getting a lot better.
Practice and patience with yourself.
Practice.
But like honestly, patience with yourself. If you're not nailing something, like honestly, just keep trying
Try again.
and just
Slow it
keep
down.
trying.
Yeah.
Exactly. And always play to a metronome.
Mm-hmm.
Always play to a metronome.
And
Exactly.
there
I'm
are
sorry.
some days you will not get it. You just won't.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like don't think because you did not like you maybe tried for 4 hours to do it in like a day and you didn't get it. And a lot of people, I know I used to do this. Whenever I would do that, I'd be like, I gave a genuine effort for 4 hours and I still didn't do it. There's literally no reason to come back to this tomorrow. And I would go back to it tomorrow and I would smoke it first try every time. But
Oh,
the
yeah.
day that I spent practicing it, I like had no morale. I was like bummed about it. Dude, it's just the 94 hours solo, dude. Like, why can't I do this? Dude? Like, it's just the stupid intro riff. And, you know, people don't really give themselves, like, be patient and be kind to yourself. because like I got in my own way a lot because of like how I felt about myself when literally no one else was telling me that. Just me. And the YouTube people that saw that cover. I deleted it. I didn't delete it. It's actually still there. I just it's private. It's about to go public though.
Dang. Everybody's gonna be asking for it now.
Hell yeah, it's right. It's with all. It's literally like right under all the other like gent shit posting videos. Like they're all still on YouTube. I just have them all like delisted right now. I'm gonna just drop them one day. I'm just gonna unlist them and like ruin our YouTube algorithm.
It's gonna be so awesome.
You're gonna get like you're gonna watch Tunnel Vision, and then like the next recommended song is gonna be just me, like in like an old like grainy room, shot on like an iPhone XR.
Dude, I have ones from 2010 and 2011, man.
Oh, we gotta upload those.
Oh, they're on YouTube.
I do too.
Dude, it's
I have
so
ones that are
bad.
still up there on my YouTube channel.
Like,
I not delisted or anything, and I think I have a Bow Down guitar cover,
Hell yeah.
and then there's like a We Came as Romans guitar cover.
Dude,
Which
those were
one's
days.
is it Follow the Signs? Oh,
the Born of Osiris?
No, that's not it.
Fucking,
That's not Follow the Signs. It's I forget what it is.
Chat.
That one? I have a video on YouTube of me botching that whole thing.
Oh damn!
And it's
And we
amazing.
left it up.
It's
We-
up there, dude. You
Go
can find
watch it, bro.
There's
Run-
like there's
run
an
that
after the
shit up.
burial one. There's some where I was just like, oh dude, this doesn't look good. And it's not even the whole song, but here you go, YouTube. This is where I got so far.
You're like, dude, if someone says something nice about it, I'll feel real good today.
Yeah,
That's all.
a few people did. It was nice. Only a few.
There's some haters on that shit too, though. So all you people on YouTube that were talking real mean about my old covers when I was 10 and I just started playing guitar, look at me now. I'm doing better. And so are you probably. I'm sure all these people have like nice jobs and shit, but don't be hard on yourself, guys. It's okay. Fuck.
Dude, what'd
Oh, you went for it.
What are you doing?
God damn.
Chat.
Close it up.
You I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing right now after you outro. But
I mean, there's not much of an outro.
No,
are
you gotta
gonna,
outro.
are you gonna play your
dude.
cover?
Right here
We
it
can
is.
close on
oh,
that.
dude, you're playing that shit. Oh god.
Power chords.
I like how he said he botched it. He's like played every note right so far.
Yeah.
This way. Just the dead notes. My vibrato was trash, dude.
All right, turn that shit off, dude. You played everything right. I don't even know what you're talking about there, man. That was a flex. Turn it off, bro. You did good. You did good. And like,
You like how I'm still wearing a Born of Osiris shirt too? While I'm doing
There
it.
you
It's a fucking bow down shirt. I was such a mark.
what part did you play wrong? Are you just talking about the dead notes?
Dude,
That's why this motherfucker's so good. That's why
Why?
he's so good, because he's just that good. Like
Right.
he like will play
He's
something.
like, I botched this.
But all he did was
'Cause I
he's
hear it.
like accidentally hit like a pinch harmonic, and he's just like, dude, it's done. I get it out of here, dude.
Sorry, I suck so
I
bad.
hate screwing. Dude, I hate screwing up.
Dude, sorry, I
really
suck
hate
so
screwing
much,
up.
dude.
I do too.
Dude.
It's a thing, and especially now that I'm a bass player rather than a guitar player, it doesn't get lost in the mix. It's like right there. And I'm like, fuck.
You feel it. You feel
Dude,
your
I
mess
feel
ups,
it. I
not-
hear it. If I don't hit it with Marcus, I'm like, oh, that didn't. Nope, that was empty. Oh, damn.
You hear the kick drum and the brr. You're like, boom, boom, brr. Fuck.
Yeah, I think I did it on Saturday too.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna blame it on that Jack Honey though.
Yeah. Yeah, real
Shout
quick.
out X-Ray all day, though.
Before we get out of here. Why did you do that? Why did you hand me a bottle right before? Dude, I was sweating like it was bad,
Same.
bro. I was about to pass out.
I was wearing your shirt underneath that jersey.
Oh yeah.
Dog.
It was black
Oh yeah.
because I was so sweaty.
I almost asked if we could
It
not.
was-
Because we had
Dude,
Sonder lined up as like the encore. I straight up was about to after like what was the
Dude,
last
no,
one? Training?
after Sonder.
I was
After
like someone, I was
Sonder,
like,
he
someone
comes
help me.
over to me and he just says, "What are we doing? I'm gonna pass out."
Yeah, because because
You're
everyone was
like,
like,
"What are we doing?" I was like,
everyone
"We're gonna take a picture."
everyone get in here for a picture, and I did. And all right, man. All right, man. Hell yeah! Everyone like people are like leaving now, and I'm like, all right, dude. Yeah, we got hell yeah, X-ray, dude. Let's go. And then like it took like 5 minutes to get everyone ready for the picture. I think it was we were waiting on Matt. I think to like take it and then like get everyone like around, and it ended up being amazing. I was super happy, but
I don't know. I think
I ran outside.
it was so hot.
I almost passed out. I've
Yeah.
never passed
Yeah,
out
it was-
before. So.
It was muggy in there.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you know
lots
what?
of
No. Okay. Do you remember when we were there earlier and they're like when we got there for sound check, they're like we were like, oh dude, it's like really warm in here. And they had the heater on. So they turned the heater off. I think they got to keep the heater on because I think there was like getting air like
Yeah.
I think there was no air moving in there because the heater was off.
I don't know, dude.
I'm gonna talk to him about that. X-Ray Arcade. I'm on your ass.
I have JJ coming in on the 30th, so I'll talk
Here?
about him then. Yeah.
JJ, sit in the seat. You won't.
Oh my god.
He's not gonna see this until
gotta
after
be me, bro.
we
Gotta
talk
be
though.
Dude, thank you so much for having us up here, dude.
Dude, thank
This
you
has
for
been-
coming,
this has been
dude.
Pleasure, my man.
It was fun.
Dude,
I gotta get
100%.
better at interviewing, like being like comfortable, but
You're
like,
good. You did
Yeah.
great. The only thing I'd say is just like have like an outro and an intro in mind. Everything
Yeah.
else in the middle that's exactly how this should go.
Yeah.
So just have like something on your mind for like, all right, like when we're about to wrap it up, this is gonna be like what I say to like get us to that point. You do the same thing for the intro, but I think your intro was fine, honestly. And
Yeah.
you should intro your pods exactly like that. Like literally just start rolling and then prepare to start. Because there's gonna be a lot of times where you have like a lot of like gold stuff in like that pre kind of like production moment.
Mhm.
So yeah, dude. Otherwise, you fucking knocked it out of the park.
yeah.
Wow, dude.
Hell yeah,
fucking
dude.
go, man.
This was awesome.
Fresh Productions. I don't need to tell you what's going on right now, dude. All right, y'all be smooth, man.
All right.
Y'all be smooth.
Yeah.